Welcome to Boxcars, Warmachine and Hordes supplementary podcast for War Room PL YouTube channel.
Hello, welcome to episode 16 of Boxcars. I'm Marcin and I play Cygnar.
And I'm Rafał and I play Cryx.
Yay!
Yeah.
And you kicked my ass last time, twice.
Come again?
And you kicked my ass twice.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It was just a test.
For anybody that don't believe that Cryx is back, go to discountgamesincorporated.com and check out 3 top tournaments. Top places always Cryx.
No, it's all Team Banky, so it's a player, not a faction.
No. It's actually Rocky Mountain Rumble. It's a newest tournament listed. Matt Zilus and Jason Shroom with Cryx.
Okay, I'm checking that because I didn't know that.
And the third is Legion of Everbright. And then Italian Masters won by Cryx as well. And then Polish National Championship, Team National Championship is first place Cryx. In first team were 2 Cryx.
Yeah, but this is the first guy is the best guy in Poland, right?
Yeah.
But it was not. I would like to say that Rocky Mountain Rumble was not won by Ghostly.
It was Cryx, not the Negro one.
Yeah, but not Ghostly. I think it's not out of team, and the second one is also out of team. So, you see, it's just a player.
So Cryx came back all the way without even teams. They are too good. So we need to nerf Cryx a bit.
Yeah. What is funny, they didn't change anything in Cryx, honestly. Yeah, nothing. Because the CID is not yet. I don't think they were playing the Cryx CID as an official, so they were not playing. It was just playing the same Cryx that was a year ago. Go figure.
Yeah. So we had just the tournament last weekend.
Do we put the list on the discount games? Do we want that or not?
I don't mind. I wasn't in top 3, so I don't care.
Yeah, but maybe we should send them. I don't know.
Yeah, you should. I had my ass kicked.
So you are not willing to share.
So I don't care if it's shared because none of my list is up there. So
Anyway,
we both played, and you went second. Congratulations, Cryx on second place. Whoa!
Yeah, and I lost only one game to stupid assassination Barsosia one like a noob, like a third polisher, honestly.
Yeah, I lost also against your Cryx like a noob, so.
Yeah, but you have been playing the first time Ghostly, so it's totally different, okay? And I played against Sorsha and got pasted many times. Like 5 or 6 times. I should have known that the game that is going to be won, I should have known to stay out of 19 inches. Yeah.
Yes, staying out of the threat range of the assassination caster is an important lesson to learn, and it seems that in the United States people still are learning that, because I heard in at least 2 podcasts lately whining about Kane 3 and that he's killing everybody. So
yeah.
Well, a couple of months after Kane has been released, America discovered Kane 3 is good.
Yeah, but he's good. We talked about that, in February.
We talked about, several times about that. That he's good, but he's not game breaking. He dies to Steve Breeze, and if you knock him down, you just kill him easily. And the trick is to keep your caster out of his threat range. You can calculate it easily. The math is not very hard. So just stay out of threat range, and you will be fine.
I think the easiest way to win against Kane 3 is to set up a trap. So he's willing to go forward and do something that it's really tempting for him, and then just kill him.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, Kane 3 wants to do a lot of work, and to do a lot of work, he needs to be 12 inches from the enemy to shoot. So if he stays there, he is very vulnerable to counterattack. So what that he kills half of your army if the other half can kill him. So I mean, I have maybe 60% win rate with Kane 3, and I played him a lot.
I think that this may be an issue because he doesn't have any defensive tech built in. Honestly, because first he doesn't have the bullet dodger, he doesn't have the flicker, or what is it, the teleport.
Yeah, but it's a very short range teleport. I mean, from all 3 Canes, he has the worst defensive tech. The other 2 Canes have a long teleport, so 5-6 inches away.
Yeah.
And Kane 2 has high net reflexes, so he cannot be knocked down.
Yeah. So I think that, and also the unit is, and of course its damage output is bigger, but it's also a liability because they have lower defense than him.
Yeah, and they are vulnerable to debuffs, and also keeping them alive is a pain until the at least 5th turn, then they can die.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
we are not whining about anything.
No, not really. I don't think. And Kane it's really fun to play, I would say.
He is. That's true. That's why I'm playing him, not Karasloan, because Karasloan is, I think, straight better gunline than Kane, but Kane is just much more fun.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's better drop in certain matchups than Karasloan. I think in the overall description of both casters, I would say the Karas clone is worse in the, let's say, in single tournaments than Kane in the pair.
Yeah, because I mean, it will of course depend how many Cygnar players are there, because she's really great into mirror. And Kane can be good into mirror unless the opponent brings guns with more threat range. So
I think he's great into Haley too.
I was thinking about it. I don't know actually. Maybe he can be decent into Haley too. It's depending, because Haley will fit outside of his threat ranges. So
you can move in and shoot.
No, or you cannot, because she will move for, let's say, she will stay 14.1 from Kane and 13.1 from Chargers, let's say, hiding behind the Colossal. So Kane will have a difficult time fitting and killing anything. And she will use this round to do some damage. I don't know. This matchup, I mean, in general, Haley doesn't like
shooting casters,
so maybe it's not there.
But if you position yourself aggressively against Haley too, then if she fits, then I think that if she fits and wants to stay out of the threat ranges on the next turn, then she can lose points on the scenario. Because you will be too far forward, I think. But I don't know. Maybe you can play offensively with the Colossal then, because I mean, Haley too has a problem to kill the Colossal well around, I would say. If it's Archon shielded.
True. That might be right. He might be a decent drop into Haley. I mean, I have not played many mirror games lately, so.
But yeah, it would be wise to check this out, I think, because from my perspective, playing Ostrom into Haley, that is weaker than Kane, I would say, was usually an easy going, unless it was Haley with Colossal. But still, it was manageable, so I think that we have to check that out, I would say.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, but let's talk about the tournament. And what was important about the tournament was that it was played in the CID Steamroller. So we used the rules that were posted by Hungerford on the website of Privateer Press website.
Yes, and so those small changes really change the dynamics
the look
of the game completely.
Completely, that's right.
Yeah. So 1 point less and scoring with solos costed me actually a game.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I played probably 30 games or close to that, maybe a few more in new Steamroller, and changing. It just was few days before the tournament that change dropped, and we agreed that we use this change. And I did not I did not prepare myself to scoring the flags with solos. I mean, my lists were not prepared for scoring with units, and my lists were not prepared for scoring with solos. So
I wonder how it will fare. I mean, how the heavy metal would fare in the new Steamroller, because you really don't have a solo that is, has defensive tech or some kind of survivability.
No, we don't have disposable solos, so it might needing some changes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see the final version of Steamroller. It's probably going to be. It sure will drop on Monday after lock and load or something close to that. So.
They are not playing the lock and load with the new Steamroller.
No, the lock and load is still the old Steamroller like last year. Mm-hmm. And after last year they played Mark II, and they played Mark III after lock and load.
Okay, and do you have any news about the other CID? I mean the old CID, so the Brain and the Battle Engines. Do you have any news about when they will drop?
I have read several posts asking when it's going to drop, and there were answers. It's 4 to 6 weeks after finishing, but still no date. Or at least I didn't need any date. And I'm slowly starting to suspect that it will drop. There will be a big update of War Room at lock and load. During lock and load, like last year.
Okay.
That's my suspicion.
I wonder. Yeah, because I thought that because if it's 4 or 6 weeks, then till the end of June they should drop the Battle Engine CID.
Yeah, this is why my will to participate in CID has dwindled. I just feel that I don't want to do CID because it's so long time waiting, 1.5 months already from last time.
Yeah,
we use it now.
Yeah,
the lead time is too long. It's just
this is what we agreed here when we were talking about it earlier. That it should, let's say, end the testing cycle. Then they should say when it will be posted, and that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if it's a longer time, but they shouldn't have open like right now. They have how many CIDs open? 4. They got Steamroller, they got Grimkin, they got Battle Engines, and even more if you cut the Cryx, then it's 4th. Then you have Army lists, then it's 5th, and then you have the Trenchers now 6th. So it's a lot of CIDs currently.
We know the date for Trenchers. The date for Trenchers is with new no quarter prime in September, right?
September, okay.
And we know the date for what's the name? Grimkin. It's lock and load. And those 2 are only known. And the rest is whenever they feel like it seems. That should not be this way, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's maximum 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
So they could easily post the CID for the battle engines already, because I think it was started in February or maybe in February or March, I think.
Yeah. So let's go back to the steamroller. So the steamroller right now seems very live, with so many scoring possibilities, and actually going second sometimes may be valid now, because that takes away one round of scoring from your opponent, and you can easily concentrate on attrition during this time. Of course, you are giving up the board space and board position. So I don't know. It's so short change. I didn't play many games except our tournament, but that was the feeling that because my first game was versus Blood 1, and I played Haley 2, and after analyzing the matchup, except of course the changes to my list that would be needed, but apart from that, I could have fared maybe better in this matchup if I went second, so I could start scoring first. Then at least I would not lose on scenario, maybe.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think with the changes to solo scoring, I played. Out of 3 games that I won, 2 games were won by scenario, and they were won because of the scoring on the flags.
Yeah, you have actually a perfect in Ghostly. You have perfect solos for scoring, right?
Yeah, incorporeal.
The only thing, just give them stealth, and then I'm done here. Bye bye.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really, because the Negra one is so strong. Okay, it's like amazing strong, and as a caster, not as a Ghost Fleet caster, but I'm really thinking about going Coven with Ghost Fleet, because I think Ghost Fleet in SR 2017 will be playing scenario mainly, because you will be feeding guys and winning on scenario and pushing the opponent out of the scenario, because with the machine, and what is even funnier, you can create the solo that then can contest or get the points on the flag, and it's like you can kill a guy, create a machine race, then run 14 inches to the flag, and has incorporeal solo there. And I mean, it's I love it. I love machine rights.
Machine rights are Just give me a second. I need to take a short break. 1 minute, and I'm back. All right? Don't hang up.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm back. Yeah, machine rights, they are really irritating.
Yeah, they are irritating, because if you are playing Hordes, they are useless mostly, honestly. But or if somebody's playing, like 2 jacks and one of them is colossal, then also doesn't really matter. But if somebody's playing jacks, then the things you can do, it's like amazing. Okay.
Yeah. So do you want to talk a bit about our games?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Because they applied in the new Steamroller, so this is a good idea to share our opinions on the new Steamroller.
All right, so
you start.
Yeah, I already started talking. It was Vlad 1. Our friend Maestro was playing Vlad 1, and I was playing Haley 2. And he has 4 jacks and 1,000 rockets. 12 to be precise.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so the matchup, I won the roll. I chose to go first, and I completely forgot about scoring with solos. So I did not put my caster near the flank, because I was afraid he will target me with the rocket. So I chose to go safely behind the Colossal, and he frankly did not forget about scoring with solos. So because he went second, he started scoring, so had early scenario advantage.
Yeah, he had like 3-0 at the start.
I don't remember exactly, but he got ahead very fast, and so I needed to feed aggressively and start dwindling his rockets, so the rest of my forces could start contesting and scoring scenarios. But there are so many models he has, and the jacks are threatening so far that it was taking me a lot of time. So in the end I lost some scenario, and actually I was also so down on clock that I will lose some clock anyway. So that lack of experience, I think lack of experience with Cador is also showing, because Maestro is only Cador player I know that's playing in Poland actually frequently. Also, if you go to next tournament I go, Polish Masters, there's only he with Cador, so there's not a lot of experience with Cador I can gather. And this is very experience requiring matchup with that pairing. So
the good thing about Cador is that they usually play pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I think that looking at WTC we see tons of Blood One and tons of Karchev.
Yeah, but you have to have answer against his ranges. So I think, for example, Karaston would have pretty easy time against him. She would just walk up and kill all the rockets, no problem, and then his jacks would have to go. I don't know. Maybe I'm simplifying. Maybe he would just...
Because remember that CRAs can kill jacks.
Yeah, probably.
So, what is very
Rafa,
important?
you are breaking very badly. Your connection is very bad now.
Do you hear me now better or not?
I can hear you good, but there is some, I don't know.
Is it better now?
Oh, now it's much better. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So I think that it won't be so easy to kill the rockets, because they are usually at the back, and he can. What is important, you have to remember that you cannot CRA into the melee.
Yeah. And
because I always forget about that, honestly, but this is pretty important in the jamming. When you jam, that you cannot CRA into melee, so you cannot unjam so easily. Anyway, I think that I played this matchup, and it's funny that it's paper, scissors, rock situation, that when he's playing against Ghostly, he can kill all the things, but he cannot kill the ghosts, and he can lose to them just like that. Yeah. So it's really...
I really want to try Kane 3 versus Vlad, because I don't think it's a bad matchup for Kane. I mean, it's definitely a difficult matchup, because the rockets can kill everything I have in my army pretty easily, but also can Kane. So maybe he's... In general, I think what we already told, that Haley 2 is not very good against very long range shooting. So maybe Kane, but Kane also doesn't like shooting that has bigger threat than he has. So there is that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's also scenario and terrain dependent. So if Kane can get into some lost blocking or cover in the middle of the board, then he can really threaten a lot.
Yeah, I think so. That I would say that at the end, Kane would fare better into Vlad, I think.
Yeah, definitely, I think so too. That he's up in comparison to Haley.
Yeah, we have to check this out.
So should you now tell your first battle? Or
yeah, I played against Korn. against old friend, and he asked me to play because he had an idea about Ghost Fleet, and it was Xeris 2. So the feat was not important because I think he was taking out of Fury out of the table, but I don't have Fury, or I don't have focus on my jack, so it doesn't really matter. But he wanted to test if he can kill enough with the sprays, because he had Chiron or Chiron, the new beasts, and 2 basilisks that he had, and mammoths that he wanted to spray, and AOE my pirates and kill enough to force me into the bad position. But in reality, it's ended like in many games that you don't have enough activations to handle the Ghost Fleet. So the pirates went on, and I outscored him pretty easily because he didn't have enough volume of attacks to kill the pirates. So I don't think I lost anything. I maybe 1 jack. Yeah, he hit it by luck with the mammoth. And it was, I lost 1 stalker, and that was all. So really, I mean, I think that Ghost Fleet is, he wanted to play Ghost Fleet because I proposed that I would play my other list, but he wanted to play the Ghost Fleet, so we saw that it's not the correct answer. He has a black spot in this caster, so he wanted to use it to put more pressure on the unit, but he didn't have any shooting that can be multiplied with the black spot. So we agreed that he needs some kind of Venators or maybe Slingers or something like that, so he can kill many models in one turn. Because this is what we agreed. The most important thing to handle the Ghost Fleet is the volume of attacks. Yeah. Not RFP, not magical weapons. I mean, you have to have magical weapons. If you don't, you lose automatically, I would say. If you don't have any magical weapons in your army, or you cannot take out the Ghost or the machine, the battle engine, then it's, I would say, auto loss. But this is like a pre-requirement. But the most important and the best thing that we will see later in our discussion is volume of attacks. Because if you kill enough pirates, even if they resurrect, they will be resurrecting in such a position that you will be safe from retaliation, and you can outscore then the Ghost Fleet. So,
true.
So
yeah.
This list
I completely agree. I mean, if I was making a special list just against the Ghost Fleet, I would do
Long Gunners.
Or Tempest, Sons of the Tempest team, with Haley 1 or Kane 1.
But I think double tapping 2 units of Long Gunners would take the Ghost Fleet out of the table in 2 rounds.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because they will be standing, and they will be
trench or Long Gunners.
Yeah, for example. Yeah, but you can easily make a Kingmaker list with Long Gunners to handle the Ghost Fleet, no problem.
But then again, you have a list that is very good against Ghost Fleet, and maybe against some other infantry force that doesn't have stealth, but you are not good against anything else.
Yeah, but when I look at the Ghost Fleet and when I look at the answers, I don't think that Ghost Fleet is a level of Yuna 2 problem. Not, of course, because I'm playing Cryx, but in reality, I think this is because all you need is like Colossal with magic weapons plus some shooting that has, let's say, 20 or 30 attacks per round, if possible, can take out Ghost Fleet, and it's no play, I would say, unless you show yourself up for the assassination.
Yes.
So it's not an easy. If you have a volume of attacks, it can handle Ghost Fleet. We saw that. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we are digressing, so let's go to the second.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in depth when we go to our matchup, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so my game 2 was against Legion. It was Lilith 1, led by player that just recently returned. He was playing I don't remember if he was playing Mark 1, definitely he was playing in Mark 2, and then he had a longer break and no opponents in his meta because they all stopped playing, so he went to the tournament. I don't know if he had some previous games. He definitely knew the rules, and most of my stuff he knew as well, so he was not completely green as a player as well. And I chose Kane 3. I think Kane 3 is better drop than Haley into Legion, because Haley is more prone to assassinations, or same as Kane, but Kane can hide and use mage side to for example shoot from behind the wood. So he had a list of I think 8 cavalry, the light cavalry they have with bows, raptors I think, and the raptor solo, and then some
beasts, some light flying beasts.
Yeah, I think Angelius Seraph as a standard, and
Neraf.
No,
he had the Neraf for sure.
Seraph to do a threat extension.
Yeah, that's one, and also Neraf.
Maybe also Neraf, and definitely he had Bolt Thrower.
Okay.
I think he didn't have Naga, but he definitely had a Bolt Thrower. So the game went at first because Lilith 1 has some really crazy assassination range and threat range, so I won the roll, so I took some board space, and maybe I lost the roll, but anyway, my first attacks went into his Bolt Thrower, and I killed his Bolt Thrower, and so I could feel a bit safer. And then I think round after he did some damage to my jacks, I repaired it, so I fitted and took away I think most of his cavalry, and I think one more war beast, Angelius. I think I took away Angelius as well, and all the time Kane was staying behind the forest and using either going in through the forest a bit, shooting something, and then flicker back to be deeper than 3 inches, or just simply using mage size to shoot from behind the forest, so I'm safe from the assassination. And somewhere close to the end, I lost like maybe 2 jacks, 2 chargers, and he lost most of his army. He was only left with just a few solos and his caster. And I still had a colossal, and then I felt a bit too eager and too safe with Kane, and used all the focus from Kane to do some work, and left him behind the wood because I was feeling so safe behind this wood. And he shot, and Kane had Arcane Shield. Yeah, this is one thing I said, okay, I give him Arcane Shield instead of Colossal. And because Junior had to give him Arcane Shield, he was pretty close to Kane, so he sprayed, he flew into the wood, or ran into the wood.
Maybe trampled.
Maybe trampled, I don't know. I remember, anyway, he sprayed Kane or something else, and Junior. So he didn't hit Kane, but he killed Junior with the spray. So Kane lost his Arcane Shield, and next, although he didn't see Kane, Lilith used a spell on a jack that was, I think it was an ace, that was covering Kane's side, that he don't get lost, line of sight. So he used a spell that, I don't remember the name of the spell, but D3 closest models get boostable POW 10. And because Kane did get some small damage, I think 3 boxes before, from some kind of attack. He was on 12 boxes, so he needed a boosted 15 or boosted 15 to roll boosted 15 to kill Kane, and it was one roll that could have ended my my game very abruptly. But luckily he rolled, 9 or 8, left Kane alive, and I won on scenario, because...
That would be pretty awkward.
That would be awkward, yeah. I killed all his army and he killed Kane. That's why I'm always saying that the Kane in his army is the weakest link. It's
really, like the same with the Negra.
It's really hard to keep him alive, although...
No. You have to, because this is totally different than it was with the previous versions of Kane. You have to leave him with the focus and not let him do too much work, because he will die then.
Yes, and it's actually doable. It's just if you feel too safe, you say, I almost killed all his army. There was almost nothing left, so I felt too safe at that moment. I said, well, with Arcane Shield and everything, so and behind the wood and covered by jacks all over, what can happen? Something always can happen. So if your opponent is smart enough, so kudos to my opponent. That was a really grindy game. And
you played with Maciej Matlak?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so kudos to Cieniu. Okay.
Exactly.
Maybe now it's my turn. So I played my second game. I played against my also Maestro, and we agreed that he doesn't have a chance against Ghostfleet with Vlad. So I played Ghostfleet and he played Sorsha 1. The game went on like most of my games against Kador, because I have two players that play Kador, Maestro, and my friend David. And so he kills my army and I kill his caster. And the Sorsha is better because he throws all the time my ghosts, because he has this freezing grasp or freezing grip or something like that. So they make unit of infantry stationary, so you can do nothing, honestly. But I have to check this. Anyway, something. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I was pushing on and killing things, and then I moved forward to feet, and I killed a lot, and was within 19 inches of Sorsha, and I had free focus on my caster, but he had only 3 attacks, but he rolled fire. I think he 2 times rolled 15.
Nice.
He's pretty lucky when he's playing against me,
really.
Usually.
He's pretty lucky in general. I saw a lot of spikes when those them.
Yeah, but it was just boosted 13, so minus. I got Parasite, so -2 on the Negra, 13 or 12, I don't know. But anyway, with one normal roll of 8, let's say, or 9, and then 2 15s and 14, then it was enough to kill her. So I lost, but it was just my mistake, not really a game. I don't think that we thought that maybe Sorsha 1 with volume of attacks and rockets and heavy jacks can do something against Ghostfleet, but not really. It's not a proper list, I would say. We agreed that Zerkova, if you want to take against Ghostfleet, then Zerkova 2 can be, I think, the best option, because she has magical attacks that can kill ghosts. She has sprays that can kill infantry and keep the attrition going on all the time. And she has she can get some units that have high defense, so they are not so easy to hit by pirates, even with some debuff or something like that. So, but it's not taking only from Ghostfleet is not so good. So maybe better is to find something else in the pair. But anyway, so I lost to Assassination. I was winning on scenario, as mostly in this tournament.
Yeah, ghosts are really aggressive because you don't care if you lose them unless your opponent has a lot of room from play, so they can claim board and then usually start because of the +1. So
I think that Ghostfleet, due to the amount of recursion, can start usually because they can even try to score on the second turn of the second player. Yeah. It's possible for the Ghostfleet player, because he can occupy the zone so much that he can score, for example, on the flag in the zone. without much of the problem, and then start scoring on his own turn. So yeah, I think this is possible. Because clearing the ghost fleet usually requires to put some caster more forward, and if you are more forward, then you are susceptible to CK from the Negra. So yeah, it looks like that. Okay, but we can go on to the third game because we played it together.
Yay, ghost fleet.
Yeah. So you took Kane, and and we agreed that I play ghost fleet. I didn't have my secret Makeda tech. I couldn't try out my secret Makeda tech that I have for my second list.
Yeah.
But we played the ghost fleet, so I think I won the roll-off, right? Yeah, I was first. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I think I won, right? I won first.
Yeah.
Yes, you have chosen the site, and you have given me the
trench.
You have given me the trench. Yeah,
but on the other side there was a
wall.
So
so it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anyway, so I moved forward.
I chose the side because I had a nice forest. That I could use to hide things.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
laugh.
Anyway, so I moved everything around forward, just forward, full speed.
Yes. So on the first, you just run, and I...
Did you fit on the first turn?
No. I moved in, used the mini feed from... to threaten the Negra a bit, so she doesn't come closer to me, and killed a couple of ghosts with Kane, and I think that's it. Maybe with I sniped.
Maybe some pirates also, but it didn't really matter.
That wasn't important because that damage was just to claim to put position and not get swarmed by your guys. So it was mostly about position.
You were pretty far away. I remember at the start of my second turn, so I just I think I ran forward the second time also. Yeah, I ran around my ghost went around on one of the edge of the board. My pirates ran in the middle and on the sides, all 3 units, and but the battle engine was hanging back. That's how it looks like. And I had many. All of my Arknauts were okay at this point. No problems there. And then you fit it.
Yes, and I fitted. I would be glad if I could have killed the right engine, but it was you put it outside of my threat ranges. Or if I wanted to go after him, I would be in
trading like free charges, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I didn't have that many magical weapons. I would have to use my colossal probably. And then it would, if I didn't kill you, then I would be in trouble. So I decided to remove as many, to kill all the black veins and then
one unit of pirates.
Of pirates. And I could, you positioned your Arknaut badly, so it was within 4 inches of one of the far back guys. Back supporters, respawn points, so-called.
Yeah.
So I could have, if I went good with cleaning the unit, I could have magic bullet, and kill that.
Yeah, the last guy and finish the whole unit. Yeah.
Yes. So this is the point where I made a couple of mistakes with Kane. So I needed to do work with him and his unit. So I positioned 2 of his guys from his unit behind the wood. So they had angle on the black veins, and I put Kane in front of the wood, and then killed 3 black veins, I think, and killed 2 guys with the
because
AOE.
I jammed you a little bit with my second run.
Yes.
So Ace was jammed, and one of the hunters were jammed.
Yeah. So
you unjammed them.
Them. And then used 2 focus to put myself into the wood, so I was outside of range of most threats and in concealment, which was a big mistake because I should have go either in the wood more than 3 inches deep, so you cannot see me, and then cast Mage Sight. That would be the same cost. I would stay on the same camp, and I would do the same work, but I would be safer, much safer. And then I could close the gap between with the Colossal, so you couldn't have angles on Kane. But this is also a thing to remember while playing against Ghostly, because I wasn't suspecting what you will do. I was pretty sure you will not try against defense 19 knocking me down with a spell, but you done a smart move that will come to later. So then I contested the zone with Ace, and then I ran
the most important guy.
Infantry guy in the zone, just to be smarter than I actually am. So
if you have a right engine, you love infantry guys.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that game on the channel. It has English commentary, so you can see my mistakes. I listed them for ease, and so I can remember. And I also should have put Arcane Shield on Kane unit, because Colossal wasn't needing this as badly as Kane in this position. So
Colossal was safe. He was too far away.
Yeah. So end of my turn, Kane is on one focus and in concealment, and you have lost all the Black Veins and one full units of pirates, and the other unit had 2 guys in.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy with the work I have done, and I didn't suspect what will happen next.
Yeah. So in the Kane area, I had 2 guys from 1 unit of pirates, and I've got 1 pistol race, and I've got 2 Arknauts that I could use to run in and do some stuff, and of course the battle engine. So when I saw the infantry guy, I knew that I have to use it to put some assassination. At the beginning, I thought that I will kill the guy and then run machine raid and near the Kane, knock down the machine raid, knock down the Kane, because I did it before. This is usually how you do it. You don't have to hit the guy. You just position it inside, because this caster doesn't have long reach range, so you can just put it out just outside half inch and knock him down automatically, because Scourge is cheating and you don't have to directly hit. So at the end, I decided to run one infantry guy to near the Kane. Then I moved my Arknaut and put the Scourge onto my guy and knocked down the guy and the Kane. It killed the guy, and it also I used 1 focus to boost damage.
Yeah, so it done some damage to. I needed to use my one and only focus at that point.
I don't think I boosted the damage. I just rolled 8, I think, or 9. So onto dice. So it was okay, because it has power, I think 12 or something like that. It was dice of 1. So you had to use the focus, and I put some damage, a little bit. Then I forgot to spray and started to do different things.
Yeah,
then we agreed that
I think you positioned your Arknaut
out of range.
Out of range of spray. But
that was stupid.
Yeah, if you were because the Arknaut could have run a bit further.
Yeah, no problem.
It would be possible to put one more.
Spray into knockdown. Okay. Yeah. So it would rather hit, and then it was dice of 3. So normally you would get another 4 damage from the spray.
Yes.
Then I moved my pistol race. That was moved through the obstruction. This is what he is for, and he shoots 2 times Kane and hit him both time, and that does some damage. But it was not amazing rolls. It was like normal rolls, I would say. So I put like 8 more or 9 more damage into the Kane.
Yeah, I think Kane is on 3 life.
Or 4, 3 or 4 life, something like. And then I used your own models to kill. To kill the
remind me on that.
So I moved in the. I first, of course, the Negra fitted, so I had easier chance to use my battle engine. I moved in the battle engine. I smacked the guy. I had 3. What was funny, I didn't see the guy, so I had to charge Ace, and I boxcard 3. I mean, I rolled triple 3 times 6. You remember?
Yes.
But I didn't manage to bring down the arm. Yeah.
That sucked a lot. I mean, you
yeah, but honestly, it was not so important because I could have used the charger also, and that was behind to do the same thing. True. I would say.
True.
So anyway, but I didn't cripple I crippled the movement. I didn't cripple the hand, so it was very important.
But that was kind of cinematic. His ace, his
aiming his own gun,
his own Jack was taken over and.
Yeah, and killed Kane. Because I created the machine raid that activated, just went into the ace, hit it in the back, and that once only because he didn't have a movement. Then he turned around and shot Kane to pieces, right? Yeah. So it happens before, so yeah. This is something that usually works once, okay? Because we both agreed that there are several things that could have been done better, and like you said, and then it's not so easy, okay? This is the most important thing. The Negra will always try to assassinate you, and she can do it in such a different ways that it's really you really should play it safe, and then it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I always when I play Kane, the biggest problem is to keep him alive and safe. So.
Yeah, this is the same with the Negra. When I lost my games, I never lost a scenario. I don't think I lost an attrition. I just lost because I was over-eager. And I wanted one more spray or one more debuff, and instead of 3 or 4 focus or 1 inch to back, I was too far forward. And when I lost in the tournament that I was playing, I lost because I didn't have any focus on myself, and I got shotted by Haley with 3 shots. And if I had 1 or 2 focus, I could have survived. So it's the same situation. Those casters that do the work, they have to watch out, I would say.
Yes.
Then we played another game.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to test
Haley. That was the end of day 1. Yeah. And then we wanted to try out how does Haley
play into the Ghost?
Yeah, and I played so badly that I don't think we should talk about that game.
Yeah, I think the main issue was not that you were playing badly, but you were using not your list.
Yes, that was Time Storm, new list developed by Jarle, and yeah, it was the first time I played this list, and I don't really know how to play it.
Yeah, maybe it requires more time, I would say.
Yeah, definitely as any list, right? So, and definitely in such a hard matchup like Ghost Fleet, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's really the only funny thing in this game was when we started to think about assassination on the Negra, and we did everything. Then there was like an Eureka, but she has stealth. Yeah. Exactly. And he wanted to shoot her down with Hurricane, knocking her down, but she has stealth. Yeah. And then everything went out of the window, and we decided that it's no point to play it on.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next day because this master tournament was with 16 players, so we had only 4 rounds, undefeated for the undefeated players. So it was last round on next day. Yes. And you played against
Elros.
Okay, he was playing mercenaries.
Mercenaries. I don't remember his second list, but he used McBain.
McBain?
No.
Or Bartolo.
Bartolo. He used Bartolo with
Galleon.
Mm-hmm. And I used Kane 3 again because I know that it's for mercenaries. It's difficult to have answer against Kane because he has longer threat ranges and threats their casters very, very dangerously. So Eros never played against Kane 3 and forgot that he has mage sight. So Bartolo with 2 camp was behind the wood in range of Kane, and he died on round 2. So because the game was so short, we said we will rewind, and we'll try Kane not going for assassination and just
more attrition. Mm-hmm.
So Kane fitted again and took down
Button the hatchet
Galleon.
But the question is, did you put Calamity?
Yes, I did put Calamity on him. Without Calamity, I don't think I would have done it.
Okay.
So that I did.
I have a question then.
Yeah.
If he had Orin,
he would probably survive. Yeah. I mean, I would have to kill Orin first, which is possible.
With mage side, it's possible.
Yeah.
I think
was already thinking about it because Orin cannot block mage side. So I can mage side his area, then use. I can even try to Orin with magic bullet from Ace, and I can make almost
it's possible
the line of sight
because it's +1
invisible. Yeah, so definitely in this case, before I go after a colossal, I need to kill Orin.
So it's not a real defensive tech because he can always be with the Shadow Fire and Magic Bullet. He can be dead
if he is to block the spell, he needs to be within 3 inches of the Colossal, and that means he is within range of Magic Bullet.
Magic Bullet, yeah.
So this is pretty dangerous for him.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think that there is a buffed Colossal that can survive Calamity and Kane Feet. So
there is one, Wall-Rat, because you cannot put spells on
there
him.
are two, I would say. My Kraken with 9 shield guards.
Yes, enough shield guards. I mean, maybe also the how is they called
the Hellion?
COC.
Okay.
They have also
with the feet of Lucant, right?
Yeah, with the feet of Lucant and with 15 shield guards.
Yeah, it's also possible. Yeah. So the shield guards or immunity to spells makes Colossal safe from Kane Free.
Yes, indeed.
But I think that it's possible to kill it even with. I mean, not the shield guard, because shield guard destroyed the match totally, but the wall draft. Do you think it's not possible?
I mean, you are Warrat is armor 23 with under Baldur 2, so your dice with power 15 dice of 8, so you do 2 damage per charger. It's really bad math. I would rather go for assassination, I think.
Yeah, this is what we do. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and the game from that point went down because without Colossal he's lost his main source, so he jammed me with everything, and I in response took down a lot or most threatening things like how is
Talons, Nomads.
Yeah, I know he had Snapjaw.
Okay. Wrong guy and
Snapjaw, so I took down Snapjaw and...
How?
Shooting.
But you cannot shoot them.
No, he didn't burrow himself. He ran forward.
Why?
He ran forward. He wanted me engaged, my chargers. So I put Calamity on him and my Colossal destroyed him.
One-shotted him, yeah.
In melee. Not one-shotted, but it took him a couple of swings, but he killed him finally. And I killed, how is this pair called of mercenaries that they give +2 to damage rolls?
Ayana and Holt.
Ayana and Holt, yeah, exactly. So I killed them, and he said that was his way to kill Kane, the only way, because he could knock down Kane and put 2 POW 12s or put 2 POW 14s into Kane. And once I killed them, he didn't have an angle, so it would just finish the game.
Okay. And so so you won, and you were 2-2, but those matchups were not, easy. Yeah. Those that were lost. Yes. And it was the first time both times, so it's really difficult. No. My last game.
I didn't have many expectations from this tournament, frankly.
Yeah, because it was like a perfect storm against you, because you played those lists that you never played before. So
Exactly.
So it's not easy. Anyway, I played last game. I was list locked into the Negra 3 because this is my secret tech. And my opponent was playing Cryx and also was playing the Negra 3. I was using Infernal Machines list with many shield guards, and he was using normal list, I would say, with some Mechanitrals, Nis, and with their Shadow Combine, some shooting jacks and things like that. And so the lists were pretty similar, honestly. He had more shooting, but I had more solos. And this is how the game went. He pushed, I won, I pushed forward, but I had a problematic side because I had many obstructions on the house, so I couldn't fit my two colossal, big bases, the Negra and Rough Engine. So this was all the time the problem. But at the end, the game, I won a scenario. I almost scored 5 points in one turn. I didn't manage to hit Overlord, Cephalex Overlord, and kill him. So I scored 4 points in one turn, and then next turn he couldn't kill my solo, and I just scored on the flag. It was the scenario with objective and 2 flags and 2 zones. So it's possible to if you clear everything, you can score 5 points per turn and to just win. So it's really, it's amazing. And mortality is the best debuff in the game. Thank you. I rest my case.
Yeah, it is.
It's better than Parasites. Maybe not better than Crippling Grass, but depends on what you are throwing it at. Okay.
And the worst thing, it's the same cost as Calamity, but it's better. It's just straight better.
Yeah. This is the only debuff that shuts down the Colossals. We played this game, you remember, we played on Vassal, and 2 stupid Leviathans took out one half of the Colossal in one turn with mortality. Yes. And it was Archon Shielded Colossal. So it's, I love the list, I love the caster that is hard to kill. How can you imagine the caster that is on the huge base and have 17 defense and cannot be knocked down, stay made stationary, and everything else connected with huge base? So. Yeah. He can even not be blinded because she's not living.
Surprisingly resilient.
Yeah. True. And I forgot that she's cavalry, so she has boosted attack rolls and impact attacks. Honestly, all the time I forget about that. But she has cavalry rules, so I think I found my true love. I like.
She can do impact attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. With the huge base, it's pretty funny, honestly, and the flying huge base that doesn't get the free strikes. Yeah, it's really, really, really funny. She's really funny to play. She's like a fun player, like Kane for you.
Okay.
For me, it's like, it's when you are playing, you are smiling. And with the Negra, you are sweating all the time. Then the one, not the thing.
And this is one thing that is important, that you have fun with your caster.
Yeah.
And if it's...
this is, both of those lists are like our own lists.
Yes.
Because I was playing with Scar 1 before, and you were playing with different, and like you had your striker that you fought out and you played, and then you had your Kane 3 and you played, even everybody told you that it's shit. And I played as the Negra, and everybody is talking that she's shit. I would say, au contraire.
Yeah, exactly. I try to invent something with Haley too, but I don't feel that I found something I want right now. So I'm still searching.
Yeah, okay. To make a good pair for Kane.
For Kane, exactly. Because I want Haley to be in melee, to be melee oriented with some capability of shooting and have a Colossal so she can safely hide behind it, and frankly, Cygnar Colossals are just great. So, but yeah.
But it's difficult because
it's difficult. I really enjoyed the Electrobots, and I played, I think, very well with them. But they are lacking the staying power of Colossal and protection that the Colossal offers.
Yeah, it opens angles on caster kill. As against the shooting list, exactly. Because I played against Electrobots, and dedicated shooting list like Ostrom and I think Kane would just shut down would take out the Stormclads and then kill Hailey.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to take out the Stormclad, just knock down one of them and then you have a line and then kill Hailey.
You can shadow fire them also, right?
Oh, you can shadow fire them.
Yeah,
you can also shadow fire Colossal, so that's not a...
Yeah, I mean, when I'm playing, I'm using my. I either have stealth or shield guard, so. But yeah, I think that you should try maybe a list with the battle engine. That would be maybe just to check, okay?
Yeah, but CID battle engine. Don't know when it's coming up. But anyway, leaving this the games, you placed second on the tournament. The first was the Maestro.
Cadre guy.
So Cadre guy that did beat us both.
Yeah. So fair and square, he won the tournament.
So he won the tournament, and that was it. And back to the CID scenarios. I think they are very dynamic, and the small changes that were implemented right now, they will make a lot of difference. So
make the game great again.
Yes,
it's not just about attrition.
And because I don't know if because they at some point they stated that they wanted, they didn't want scenario game to be a thing. I mean, not
the most important thing, because good players usually want those scenarios.
Yes.
This was the topic.
I think that right now it might be back. Because if you can score 4 or 5 on one round,
you don't have to dominate for 2.
This means that you can, over course of 2 rounds, you can easily get scenario win with Control Caster. Like I think Haley 2 might do it, and Hex and Texas could do it.
Yeah.
Those kinds of
definitely. Kruger. Somebody that can move massive amounts of stuff. I mean, Texas will be pretty cool in that scenario. Because you have solos that have stealth, so you can get the flags, even the flag on the opponent's side, try to sneak somebody up, and then move everything in such a way that it's easy to kill or to just push out of the zone, right? So
I frankly don't know if scoring with the flags with solos was a smart move.
I mean, because we are not equal.
Yes.
There are certain casters. I mean, if you have stealth solos that are cheap, or if you have incorporeal solos, then it's great. But if you don't have any fast solos that have parry or something like that, it's really difficult to, for example, score on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take into your list cheap disposable solos that can score the flags, and you are at that moment up on scenario probably, because you can put a guy that doesn't matter in your list.
Because the flags are so forward that you are not going to score with your caster. I don't think it's possible. So you have to use some solos. So in Cygnar it's really problematic, because then you will be losing the solo if you score 1 point, and you can get Jack Inert, or you lose the magic weapons or something like that in heavy metal, right?
Indeed.
And anyway, you don't have any real solos that can sneak up. Just mercenaries, I would say.
No,
do you have any stealth solo?
Yes, one. Finn.
Finn?
Yes, he's
the trencher guy.
Yes, but he's the only one. But he will first show up on trencher team. So right now he's not available in any of the team, and we know it's team time. So I'd is playing teams. But what we could also, if you play Storm Division, you can take for 5 points or for free 3 solos. Can't remember
the
storm colors.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is also a good idea.
Yeah.
So expendable solo that can score.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they could be used for that, but then you have to play in Storm Division.
For example, imagine Grimkin and those the free solos that they get. How do you call them? The one incorporeal.
Yeah, Gremlin Storm. They are incorporeal and stealth.
And solo.
And solo, yes.
Lovely.
Yes, very, very nice. I mean, well, there's still some time until this hits the deck, and definitely with this change, they will not achieve what they wanted because they wanted to pull casters more forward,
with the flag scoring.
Yeah, with the flag scoring, and now the caster doesn't have any reason to go forward. Definitely don't want to start scoring. He will just send a cheap solo, like 1 point solo, 2 point solo to score the flag for him.
Yeah.
So this maybe it's not such a good change, but
it's really. I'm looking right now. I'm looking at McBain and thinking about all those unkillable solos that you can occupy flags with. Okay.
Yeah. But they are unkillable only for 1 round. So.
Yeah, but come on, you score first, going second, 1 flag. Then you put those solos into the opponent's flag, clear the zone, clear the area around. So you score 2 more points. You cannot be killed, so he has to contest. So he has to put in some things. You can clear again and.
Yeah.
Really not.
Yeah, it can go very fast.
Yeah, I mean this changed everything because then scoring was not because solo. I mean flag is easy to it's very easy to clear. It's not so easy to clear the zone because of the size, but you can clear the flag with some AOE shots or some sprays or things like that. Okay, or overtake whatever.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So that was our tournament, and the next tournament I go to, you can't, but I go to Polish Masters. And then I will probably...
I think it will be a cast.
It will be a cast about that, and there will be a lot of videos from this event. There will be, unfortunately, in Polish probably, there is some player from Czech Republic, I think. Maybe that game would be in English, or his game would be in English. But definitely I will make commentary on some of my games. So.
Okay.
So that would be... Okay, so I think that's
a wrap.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
So, bye.
Thank you for listening to Boxcars. I hope you liked it.